Well, it's week 3, and I don't think that anybody around the league expected them to be 2-0 right now. So with 2 tough AFC North teams, I thought the offense was better than I expected week 1, and then week 2, didn't go as well, but at least they did run the ball and had some promise with guys like Quinshon Judkins. And yeah, I don't think it's an issue right now. I just don't. There are other teams around the league I think it's a little stronger. I feel like Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski are well supported there. They made the trade in the draft with multiple years in mind. That was made very clear to me. So it wasn't a panic move. I think if they had to win now or win the first 8 games of this year or else, then they would have made a different draft move. That's my opinion, just based on kind of asking around and kind of knowing what I know about that draft process. So, I'd be surprised if anything happens in the short term, but you have to win in this league. And so, the team's sitting at a really ugly spot in November or whenever it is. Like, I'll never take anything off the table. I just don't sense a lot of urgency to make something happen right now, as opposed to the pressure that's around, say, Miami right now, or maybe some other hot spot.
So we got a little ahead of ourselves, Stan. That was on if Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski are feeling the pressure. And Jimmy Haslam pretty much came out and said they weren't, at least not until the end of the season.
Yeah, I think definitely things will probably be evaluated towards the end of the season, as they always are. And there's a lot of football to be played, but I don't think that's the plan. I think that for Andrew Berry specifically, I mean, the early returns on this draft class have been phenomenal, even though I have my things I could pick apart, as far as not addressing the offensive tackle in the past 2 drafts. But the other players that he's put on this roster look to be like, they're starting caliber players. They're going to produce on the football field for Cleveland this year in their rookie year. So I definitely don't want to run off the front office that just produced that draft, and I would like to see what they can do next year when they have 2 first-round picks. Stefanski and the offense, certainly have their things that they need to address and clean up, and certainly they're feeling a little bit of pressure from not having some of those past first-round picks that they traded for Deshaun Watson. But there are some things that they would probably like to have in the cupboard talent-wise that they don't have, but they still are going to have to, at the end of the day, find a way to be competitive this year and win some football games and keep the locker room engaged. I think the locker room is going to determine the future of the coaching staff and perhaps the front office this season. And if those guys stay involved and, stay engaged and are competitive in games, then, Stefanski and Berry will get another year for sure.
Yeah, again, I don't know what the number is. I don't think they can win 3 games back-to-back years and survive, but we'll see.